What's happening today, guys? I'm going to be removing the remaining exhaust manifold on the back bank near the firewall. So it's going to be a little bit of a complicated process because it's very tight. But nevertheless, I'll try to find some decent camera angles for you to come in and see what's going on. So thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe to this video if you find the content helpful. So I think the first thing we're going to do is remove this piece here, the head valve cover, pardon me, to give us a little bit more room to get in from the side. And after that, I'm thinking that we'll probably remove this piece here. We'll see in a minute. Alright, so unfortunately the CV shaft is just such a big problem that it will have to be cut. There's nothing more to do about it. I just don't know if I can recover the hub bearing or not, but that's a problem for later. Right now I'm just trying to separate the motor, so I'm going to cut the CV. So the next task will be to remove the inner CV shaft and take it out of my way so I can get access to the bolts. So I'll just quickly show you here. You see the shaft is in the way, hey? So this part of the shaft probably can be pounded out now since it's got nothing more to go. But this piece here that's connected by a bolt up top here, of course in a tight to reach area, okay, so that's what we'll do next. Anyhow, I've removed the shaft. Here it is. So it's gone, it's dirty, and now I can finally see my power steering pump. This bolt will have to come off next. Perfect. Sorry, there are two of them. Whoops. There are actually two bolts holding it in place. If you remove this one first, it makes the other one much easier to take away. That's shocking. Yes, most of the weight is bearing on this one. Here's the first one. Can you see? Yep, there you go. Let's put that there. I gotta say, this one's got good torque on it. My expectation is that there's probably nut lock on there. There you go, I can feel it loosening now. That's it. It's free. There you are, yep. So that's 2 bolts, and I think it should be, no, not yet. Let's, there you go, yep, it's free. So you can see there, now it's moving, and now we just have to wiggle it out of the transmission. So I'm just gonna hit it right here with my bar, and hopefully it comes down nice and gentle. And there you go. I hope you can see it. Oh. Well, that shaft is pretty good condition, so that's good. Don't worry, we're environmentally conscious. We have a collection bucket here to capture all the garbage. So it's been about, I don't know, almost 10 minutes. A lot of the tranny fluid is leaking out, still going, and I'm not really surprised. But we're just going to wait for the stuff to drain, and then we'll proceed on to the next step. It's waiting here. I thought I would explain to you a few things. These are all 10 mil bolts that I took out of the top of the head. Everything is 10 mil. Everything holding the coil packs, for example, and all the valve cover bolts. The thing that's interesting is that in order to get past the cover, this thing here, there's a bolt down below here you can barely even reach. And it's beneath the cover, and it's a 12 mil bolt, and in order to pop the plastic cover off, you'll need to remove it. So that's the issue. I would really love it if they gave us a little bit more working room in here, but unfortunately the car is engineered the way it is, so there's nothing that can be done about that. And also I was struggling earlier, I was fighting with the bolts that are here. They're 14. Not so sure about this one. That one might be able to stay, but definitely this one that's hooking around it, you can see, has to come off. So I don't really know what we're going to do about that. About the heater cover, that's going to have to move. Well, I'm a bit tired. I'm going to take 5 and we get some food to eat and something to drink, and then I'll continue this in a couple of I guess a couple minutes. Thank you. closer look here what's going on. So this piece here that I believe is a breather port, something like that, for the intake manifold that goes back to the exhaust system. That was well, let's just say that thing had to be removed, and there's no other way. But now the path is clear, and the next part will be to disconnect the entire exhaust manifold, which is the last piece to remove, and then hopefully we can take care of the engine. We'll be able to drop the motor. There are a couple of connectors right here up to the transmission, to the clutch, so that'll all be taken away. But as I see it, the engine is nearly ready to remove after that. That's the last big hurdle, really. Now is the moment where we will take off the rear exhaust manifold. We'll have to work on it on the top of the engine and from underneath. So let's get to it. What I'm thinking is that to save the trouble, I can use an extension and a small crescent wrench like this to solve the job, and I think that will probably fit in there. So let's just do it. For those of you watching, please be careful not to strip out the bolts if you try this. It's extremely tight. So I'm just trying to torque it a little bit. And now, if I understand it correctly, this side have the same idea. One must take great care in not stripping the bolts, because it's not the ideal wrench for the job. But now I have to move to the top and maybe loosen those up a little bit more. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video today. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you find my content helpful. And I look forward to reading your comments, anything that you want to discuss or questions you may have. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you.